What's up, guys? That Really Gross Guy here. We are back in Warframe for a quick look at another Tennogen skin. I have been on the hunt for a new Saryn fashion frame look, and so I've been going over some fashion frames, some Tennogen kind of skins for my Saryn. And today is going to be no exception. We have a Saryn here. This is one of my favorite color schemes that I have. A little bit crazy, a little bit edgy, but we're going to go through, take all of my fashion frames, transfer those colors over onto some of these skins and see what they look like. I've already done a few of these, but if you are interested in this video, I'm pretty sure you already know which skin we are going to look at based on the title. But if not, for whatever reason, you just clicked because you are, one of those subscribers that's like, I just want to see it. Then we have Saryn Integra today, and this is by Cheshire. I have not had a review of Cheshire's skins yet, so I've never done a spotlight on Cheshire skins. I have not met Cheshire at Tennogen, from what I know, maybe in passing if they've made it to Tennogen. But anyways, yeah, I haven't purchased one. I haven't done a quick look on one, so I'm excited because I've seen a few of their pieces of work, and I've always been intrigued. So now that I am looking for a Saryn skin, what better opportunity to do a quick look on their Tennogen skin? So we're jumping in here. This one, I don't feel like transferred over all that well. Definitely with some tweaks. I could see this becoming, a nice work of art with color schemes and whatnot. Maybe brighten things up a little bit. The darker aesthetic, it doesn't really. I'm not really a big fan of the darker, edgier aesthetics. So I go for a lot of whites with some nice accents, stuff like that. You can see, for instance, something like this. This is kind of an example of what I might kind of go with. So jumping over, switching it over this way, a lot of yellow. Too much yellow probably for me. We're gonna see that gray aesthetic in here. So I think simply pulling one of these yellow colors off of this skin would easily allow this to maybe brighten up a bit, maybe taking this gray, turning it much more white, and then taking one of these yellows out and making it, a brighter color, like a white or a gray. Probably transform this fashion frame quite a bit, but looks pretty good. I'm gonna get into more details on the helmet when we get into a color scheme that I really enjoy, just because. Ooh, this one's actually pretty good. I was gonna say, because I do like the aesthetic of this helmet quite a bit. I like this the kind of horned look. These kind of spiky parts that you have up here. It's symmetrical. You've got these nice, winged kind of areas that come off of the side of the helmet, as you see there. I like it. It's one of my favorite helmets out of the designs so far. Mostly because it's simple but flashy. It's not too vibrant. It's not too, like some big fancy haircut or some craziness for Saryn. Even though they do those aesthetics do look good, this is simple, very, Warframe, in terms of its aesthetic, and it's flashy. It looks interesting. So, but I could see utilizing like silver in a lot of the metallics for this skin. You've got certain areas that are a little bit more. When I say flashy, it's got like a sheen to it that makes it look more metallic. You've got some more flat kind of grays in here, so I feel like utilizing the proper grays or silvers into the right spots can make this look more medieval knight, or more metallic, we'd say. So it's interesting. I do like the teal. I would probably work with this and just change a couple things here or there and make this look a bit more vibrant, bit more crazy, and I would probably be 100% on board with a color scheme similar to this one. So we'll jump over to another one of my Saryns real quick. I guess we're gonna let's go from this regular Saryn that I haven't really utilized yet. Go from our immortal look to our Integra. There we go. Okay. This could use a little bit of work, and kind of like the ones previous. Maybe change a color out here or there, maybe brighten something up a little bit here or there, and turn this into something that is more my aesthetic. This might fit your aesthetic. Some of these I might comment on and may not be a big fan of, but they might be right up your alley. So you're always welcome to pause the video and copy down any of these color schemes the best you can to get the closest representation of that fashion frame and utilize it. So I'm basically doing this to inspire you guys, as well as get a good idea of some fashion frames that I'm going to consider on my own. So this one I actually like a lot. There's plenty of kind of gray in here. I might brighten it up a little bit, but I would probably brighten it up a bit. There's gray, the nice purple chest piece, almost like we'll say an undergarment that keeps things in where they're supposed to be, and then this primary kind of purple color that goes throughout the entire skin, but in all the right places, because with the line work that's on this and the separation between primary and secondary colors, it really separates these colors out, and it allows there to be enough variation on every part of the body to be presented to be beautiful. This does it. You can see in the helmet the separation between the dark purple, the grays, and the regular purple gives it enough variation that it looks good, and I like it. I'm a big fan of this color scheme actually quite a bit. This would probably make it into my final fashion frame with just a little tweak to maybe lightening things up a bit. So very cool, very cool. And then jumping over something a little bit more edgy, a little bit crazy. See how this one transfers over. Yeah, it definitely stays with that edgy look. That kind of tealish color, as like this tertiary color, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't really do it for me on this skin. I've probably turned that into a light gray. But for the most part, because I'm not too much into the edgy look, I probably wouldn't go with this aesthetic. But if you wanted to, maybe tweak up the brown to be a little bit more red. This darker blue, it seems. Maybe go straight black, or maybe turn into like a gray. Maybe make it metallic, like we were saying earlier. Make this more of a metallic color. So it could go that route. But there we go. We will jump into... I have a couple Saryns prepped for a new Tennogen skin, which is why you see these are unranked and a little bit different from some of my other designs. So jumping in, we're going to go back to... Okay, things jumped around a little bit. Ooh, there we go. Teal has been growing on me. I've been seeing teal more and more in a lot of my randomizers, and I've been kind of trying to work with them more. And teal's been growing on me as an aesthetic in Warframe, and this kind of does it for me as well. There is this kind of... Is that navy blue? Sorry, I'm not that artistly educated on the proper terminology for every color, but this darker blue kind of look, it looks pretty nice. The undergarment, the bra, we'll just say it's a bra, whatever. The metallic that sits in there that goes with metallics and other spots on the skin, darker, looks good. I don't know, like I was mentioning before, the line work and putting everything all over the body, but at the same time enough color on every part that it doesn't stand out too much. This looks good. I like this. It may even be final fashion frame worthy, staying in my top 6. So, all right. So this one's a little similar, but with colors in a little bit different places. And there we go. And the colors are tweaked a little bit. So a little bit more reddish of a metallic you see in here. And then we got the teal, a little bit darker of a teal, but there's that kind of silverish look. Looks pretty good. All around, that looks pretty decent. I'd be torn over which one I would want to utilize more. Like I said, a little tweaks here versus a little bit of tweaks on this one. And I'd probably come out with something that I'm really, really, really happy with. So, yeah, we'll jump over to this third one, see what happens on this Integra. Ooh, Rebecca. Yeah, Rebecca in that Lotus colors. This is really cool. The black is actually up in the chest area, instead of maybe on the metallics. The metallics are that silvery look, giving an armored kind of look to this. There's this dark gray, maybe lighten that up if possible without changing too much on the other parts of the skin. But that purple is really nice and vibrant, and I think it's just right. Too light of a purple kind of would drown it out, but too vibrant would make it kind of stand out too much. That's beautiful. That's really, really nice. I might, if I pick up the skin, This is probably going to be one. I've already said that for 3 color schemes. I'm running out of space for color schemes, guys. So jumping over, we have taken a look at several Saryns. We have 2 more left to look at. We have this just putrid color scheme that I hate and love at the same time. Let's see what happens when we go over to the Integra. Wow, I'm surprised at how much I like that. Yes, it is pretty vibrant and putrid, but at the same time, you have to just acknowledge how just wow that looks. I don't know, something about it. There's a crazy reason, it's just obnoxious reason that I can't get rid of this color scheme, this fashion frame. I like it. So jumping over, we have something a little bit more pink and purple. See what happens with this. So this is a kind of a hit or miss one, and okay, I like that. Maybe too much, but where the avenue this is going down, I could maybe travel halfway down the alley, peek left or right, and see if there's anything I like. Tweak a color here or there, and see if it does it for me. Maybe even take one of these colors and just make it very white, like a really white color, and then it might set it off. It might change the aesthetic completely for me and make me 100% on board. But yeah, I would maybe entertain the idea of trying this out with a little bit of a change. And then this last one, the Orphid color scheme, a little bit crazy, metallics, kind of sticking with the deluxe look. Let's see what happens when we go Integra on this one. There we go. So this is similar this goes down that avenue of like a purple, a dark purple, but at the same time, even, well, that's a little bluish purple. But going down that avenue of, yes, we want some purple color schemes in there, but throwing that gray in there to mix it all up and make it actually look Warframe-like, you know, it has the aesthetic of a Warframe, because it looks like that, or cyborg, organic, well, not cyborg, but cyborg ninja kind of aesthetic. So that's cool. I like that quite a bit, actually. And then jumping in lastly over to this color scheme, magma kind of a look. I call this like my magma berry, like a berry that looks like it's got magma kind of a look to it. Okay, probably not for me. I feel like it's another one of those, I might try and go down this avenue, play around with it, see if I can come up with something, but I'm not super hopeful I'll fall in love with kind of this orange and black kind of look. But I could be wrong. Might go down that avenue and be pleasantly surprised at what I find. And then this one's much darker, much more edgy. Personally for me, I don't feel like this is something I would run. I don't know. There's some edgy people out there that are just like, yes, my aesthetic suits it perfectly, but then I find it hard to stare at them in a dojo and go, yeah, I could see some beauty in that. Just ooh, okay. This is one of those. Let's see which way we want to go with this. I think this looks good as is. In terms of tweaks, we could either pull the purple out and try and go with a nice blue design, or we could pull the blue out and try and go with a nice purple design, and kind of go down either avenue. It's the fork in the road where you're like, do I go all in on the purple? Do I go all in on the blue? Or do I just sit there in the middle of the interstate and I look at the purple side and the blue side and just imagine of how what this would look like? And there you have it. The little bit of the crossroads of the blue and purple kind of design. I think it looks good. Just, I don't know if it would be an aesthetic I would run. Maybe it's for you. Maybe you love it. Maybe, I don't know. It's good looking. It's good looking. This is pretty out there. I don't know. I have it because it's out there. It's appealing. But yeah, that looks good. It's got some potential. So I think that is going to be it. I like to go in and randomize some stuff in here, but I've kind of run out of. You know what? I'll do it. What I'm gonna do here, pop in Saryn. We're gonna add in a tertiary slot. I probably should have done that on my Saryn Prime. YOLO. Oh well. Let's see what happens with this one. Integra? Alright, I can see some potential with that. Looks good. Once again, utilizing that teal. You know, I actually like this more than the other teal I think I saw earlier. There goes another 10 plat. I probably will utilize. I'll probably try and work with that. Probably go try and work with that. Let's go Saryn Integra. Here is the default color, which I have to say is beautiful. Stands out all on its own. If you were to run just the default colors of this skin, I don't blame you because it's magnificent. But man, just the metallic like goldish. It's like brushed gold, kind of a look. And then you have, you know, gray, because gray is a good, it's a palette to work with. You know, you throw some other colors in there. The metallics here, the dark color, and then of course the red thrown in all over the place on the skin, making it really, really good. It is not symmetrical, but from the legs, from left to right, but it is pretty much symmetrical from the torso on up. So yeah, it's interesting. I like that. I like that color scheme a lot. I might even run with the defaults because they are that good looking. So we'll jump in, maybe pop a few randoms in here, see what comes up. Something a little bit crazier, a little bit different. It looks good. A little bit of that gold in there for that color. I don't know. That looks good. It looks good. Probably not something I would run, but happens with this one. This one might be a little bit too earthy. Yeah, a little bit too earthy for my taste, but might tickle your fancy. Try not to tickle your fancy in public. That's anyways, jumping over here. This one probably gonna go down that blue avenue. It does. A very light blue, but it's also got this kind of purplish color in there. A tealish. So, yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Hopefully I inspired you. Hopefully you, you know, you found this video entertaining, if not anything else. Ooh. All right. I might even save that color scheme. There goes another 10 plat. I do this so much that my platinum drains every time I do one of these videos, and it hurts. It hurts. Man, does that just look good? Looks so good. All right, randomize. We'll get a couple more in here. I don't want this video to be too long because it's supposed to be a quick look and not a long look. Not a long look. Okay. Nah. Okay. Flip through a few more times. See what we can find. Oops. There we go. All right. A little bit Blue Ranger, or Power Rangers rival enemy baddie, but going with that blue color scheme. Looks cool. And then, so maybe something a little bit more toxic. Oh, that's nice. That's a very, very nice. All right. I think I'm going to leave it there because, man, I'm a bit torn. I was supposed to jump into these Tennogen's quick looks and kind of have a good idea of which skin I'm going to purchase, but I am just surprised every time I go through and take a look at these skins how much I enjoy each and every one of them. So I'm going to have a hard decision of figuring out which ones I'm going to buy, but I do have a couple more I want to look at. So stay tuned for our quick looks. Hopefully you were inspired. Like I said, I'm going to do more quick looks very, very soon. As you see, I'm doing a couple of these every week. Hopefully I can keep this ball rolling because I work a lot, we'll just say. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you'd like to see more of this, feel free to subscribe, drop a like, all that fun YouTube stuff. I try not to say that all that often, but anyways, I'll see you guys again in the next video. Blow!